What's up, y'all? Welcome back. It's your boy Shug Nasty back at it again with another video. By the way, I hope you guys are enjoying this, or have, I don't know if you've even noticed it actually. It probably blends in with all the other YouTube backgrounds. Just another dude doing YouTube Pokemon. Surprise, surprise. Trying to complete my transformation into becoming a genuine YouTuber.
It's time to evolve.
Over here you have the YouTube investor side. Over here you have the dark reality of it all. Boxes, printers, cards, piles of cards everywhere. You can't even see it. Everybody's got a desk, part of their desk, if not all of their desk, with just cards spread out. But anyway, today we're going to talk about the boom boom. We're going to hit the boom boom again. I briefly brushed over it a bit in the last video, just kind of rambling about it and then what I'm doing in general. But I want to go a little bit more in depth and talk about how the boom is going to affect the Japanese market. I kind of got this idea for the video from Dark Ibex. He made a video on YouTube talking about how this boom will spill over maybe into the Japanese market and we'll see some of that demand go over there. Oh, really? We saw it a couple years ago with the Japanese market going crazy. Was it 2 years? Maybe a year ago. I don't remember. It's all one big blur to me. What happened? Yeah, a lot of that demand kind of came over the Japanese side. People started collecting Japanese cards or buying Japanese cards, and we were shit out of luck over here. Couldn't get cards in the stores like we could before. Had to enter into lotteries in the Pokemon Center, and more than likely you were not going to get what you wanted. It just seemed that way, at least from my end, and I think others that I knew here entering the lottery said they just didn't have that great of luck getting the product, even in using the lottery system. Yeah, I think a lot of it probably had to stem from Whatnot and other, live rip streams, and just the psychology behind wanting to be part of the newest thing. You want to open the newest set, or if you're not aware that the Japanese sets, they do come out like about a month and a half before the English set comes out. So there is that delay on the English side, and people are just impatient, including myself. Who wouldn't want to open the new shiniest thing, especially if it's a great set like these newer sets coming up like Terastal Festival. I think the English side is Paradigm Trigger. Or, sorry, not Paradigm Trigger. The English version is... What is the English version? It starts with the P. It's right there. No, not Paradise Dragona. Not Paradigm Trigger. Is it a P? Prismatic Evolutions. That's what it is. Wow, that took forever. But yeah, those sets with all the EV SARs, and then you have the Rocket set coming up after that, I believe. So there's a lot of, excitement for these sets, and excitement in Pokemon, especially with the market price and the boom and stuff. I believe, in my opinion, a lot of those people that came in at the top of the market last time we were booming, in general, like the 2020, 2021 boom, at the top of that boom, or if they came in at the end of it, whether they got burned hard and lost a lot of money, or they're just holding heavy bags right now, haven't made anything. I think those people are going to be especially excited to capitalize on this. So with that, and then you got Pokemon Pocket. That's another new exciting thing, bringing a lot of people in. I think I heard somewhere where they're doing it was a couple weeks I heard this figure, and I don't know if it was true or where I heard it. I could just be imagining this, but somebody was saying that they're doing like $3 million a day in revenue on that app, which is crazy to believe. And a lot of people I follow, are playing it and stuff like that. Son of a Merc, shout out to his channel. He did a couple videos talking about some newer influencers, kind of reminiscent of Logan Paul coming into the hobby 2021, and making it being a part of that boom, and his following. Being like, people will say that him opening that first edition booster box was, just another factor in that, the culmination of events that led to the market boom back then. And so, Son of a Merc got an eBay alert. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, there's influencers like XQC. He was saying that are playing Pokemon Pocket. That's like a multi-million subscriber channel. That, and then a couple other influencers, I'm not sure who they were, but that there's just a lot going on in Pokemon right now. And I think Dark Ibex was kind of right when he was saying he believes that a lot of that will probably spill over into the Japanese side. I think it will, especially with like I said, the excitement of these new sets, people being impatient, the FOMO. Another factor being is from what I'm hearing, at least on the YouTubes and people in the Discords that have distribution and are submitting their allocations, I think people are kind of getting their allocation numbers for the prismatic evolutions now on the English sides, and just being surprised with the numbers not being what they expected, a lot less than what they expected. So the fact that people are not going to be able maybe to get that set right at release on the English, or for a while even, may cause some people to, just like, I'm just going to go get Japanese. Japanese is printing a lot now to correct for that demand that we saw back a couple of years ago, with, not just people that, in Japan collecting Japanese cards. A lot of people in the West were starting to collect Japanese cards. And so Pokemon just started printing a lot. We don't have that issue where we're like trying to submit and we don't have to enter a lottery now. In fact, we can order like pre-order 5 boxes at a time now on the Pokemon Center, for each set. That's what it's been lately, is up to 5 boxes per account you can order. So it's a big flip from not getting anything, to now getting 5 boxes per set, up to 5 boxes per set. Yeah, just a lot of things. I think something I'm most excited for. Obviously, I'm buying boxes as they come in, and that's cool. I'll just hang on to these. And I'm not a very, like, I think I've said this before, I'm not a very active investor. I'm an active flipper. I like looking for deals and like, especially arbitraging between the Japanese side to the eBay side. I'll buy a lot of what I get on Mercari, grade it, flip it, make some money. I'm more active in that side, but for investment, like long-term hold stuff, I'll just buy. I've been buying like 10 to 15 boxes of each set now, and then just throwing it on the shelf, forget about it, and come back to it in a few years. So I'm excited for that part of it, just to see what the stuff does. But I'm also excited for the YouTube content. You've probably already noticed, if you've been in the YouTube space for a while, that a lot of people are riding this YouTube train, myself included. I'm going to try and get better about posting, because there is a lot of attention on Pokemon right now. A lot of people, channels are getting more subscribers and growing. That's something I want to do with the channel, to do this more often and, interact with the hobby more. So I'm excited for that. A lot of, when we're in this boom period, last time at least, it was very exciting. There was always something new happening day to day, week to week. It was always exciting to open up the feed on YouTube and see what's happening now in Pokemon. What's the drama? What's the newest, card that you could flip, or the highest, what kind of price increases have we seen? Has something dropped off? Just a lot of exciting stuff. And I think this time around, there are some differences in this boom that I don't think I mentioned in the last video. Obviously, we have more people in Pokemon, more cards. Obviously, they're printing way more than they were before. I think there's also, Java made this point, and I was like, oh, it was a really good point. I thought during the 2020 and 2021 boom, there was a lot less influencers as far as regarding Pokemon investing and stuff like that, and there was a lot more people talking about, like, cautioning you to be careful with these investments and the risk involved. And not everything is always a good buy or good play, and there doesn't seem to be that much of that going on anymore. A lot of people are more and I probably due to the success, honestly, of how things have been lately. And people say there was a market crash, but it doesn't feel like that. Overall, I feel like we've been still doing, like, even though there's been a dip, I don't think it's been like a crash like people say. There are things that have crashed, but yeah, it's been pretty nice lately, these last 4, 5, 6 years, 5 years, and I don't, like, I agree with him. There's not as many channels cautioning you, and it just seems people are more openly like, yeah, invest in this. So that's something that's different. There's a lot more opinions, obviously, a lot more channels on YouTube giving their opinion on what you should be doing with your money, and it's just more established. There's more. TCG players selling Japanese, allowing you to sell Japanese singles. There's the whatnots and the live streaming. That's a big, wasn't as popular back then, or I don't even remember if it was a thing. It probably was, but it's just much more established, much more big money in the hobby, and it'll be interesting to see how this boom, how it plays out with all of that, and many more educated people in the space. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I think it will affect overall the Japanese market. I think, like Dr. Ibex said, it will spill over to that. And it'll be interesting to see how these next couple sets, especially Terrestrial Festival coming out in a week or so. It'll be interesting to see how that is. But I'm definitely excited for it. let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know what you guys believe, or what. Let me just know how you feel about this. If you think it'll affect the Japanese market, and yeah, what your thoughts are on the whole thing. But that's all, guys. Appreciate you guys watching. If you guys like this content, go ahead and subscribe, and then like the video. I'd appreciate it. If not, no worries. Just appreciate you guys stopping by. If anything, leave a comment, because I do like to engage with you guys and, you know, go back and forth in the comments and discuss everything. Yeah, that's all I had. Peace.